Hello, my friend. Let me ask you something right off the bat. Where are you watching this from today? Are you in your cozy kitchen with a warm cup of coffee, lying back in your favorite recliner? Or maybe you're walking through your neighborhood with earbuds in, soaking up the morning sun. Wherever you are, I just want to say, thank you for spending your time with me. This is Dr. John Smith, and you are tuned in to Longevity Life, where we turn science into wisdom for aging well. And today, I want you to stay with me until the very last minute, because what I am about to share may challenge some things you've always believed about healthy eating. Let me be blunt. Most doctors out there are still recommending the same old foods for seniors: low-fat yogurt, whole wheat toast, fiber bars. And they mean well. But what if those very foods are doing little to nothing to help you age better? What if they are silently feeding inflammation, spiking blood sugar, and leaving your body undernourished? In this episode, I'm revealing a list of powerful science-backed longevity foods that fly under the radar. The ones that actually help you feel stronger, move with ease, and protect your brain after age 60. And here's the kicker. Most of them are low to zero sugar. That means no insulin roller coasters, no midday crashes, and no sneaky inflammation sabotaging your health. These foods are not exotic, not expensive, and definitely not trendy. But they work, and I'll show you exactly how and why they deserve a permanent place on your plate. So if you're watching and thinking, that sounds like me, go ahead and drop a little hello in the comments and tell me your age and state. I love seeing where our Longevity Life family is tuning in from. And hey, stay tuned till the end, because I've got a teaser for the next episode that'll help you build the perfect anti-aging breakfast without spiking your blood sugar. Let's get started. The hidden health challenges. After 60 and why common advice fails. Let me tell you a truth that is both sobering and empowering. Getting older is not what weakens you. Staying undernourished does. If you are over 60, chances are you have noticed changes in your body. Maybe your energy dips before noon. Maybe your balance feels just a bit off. You forget names more often, or your legs feel weaker getting out of bed. And the worst part? You have been trying. Eating whole grain toast, skipping red meat, buying low-fat yogurt, drinking Ensure. Because the commercial said it was good for seniors. But somehow, you are not feeling stronger. You're not sleeping better. You're not thinking clearer. That is not your fault. That is the result of advice that is outdated and oversimplified. Let's talk about what is really going on. As we age, the body changes in ways we do not always see on the surface. Here are 4 major shifts happening silently in millions of Americans over 60. Number 1. You are losing muscle, even if your weight stays the same. This is called sarcopenia, and it begins as early as your 50s. Every decade, we lose about 3 to 5% of our muscle mass unless we actively fight it. Muscle is not just for movement. It is the engine that controls your metabolism, protects you from falls, and even buffers blood sugar. Number 2, your insulin sensitivity declines. That means the same bowl of oatmeal that used to be healthy in your 30s may now spike your blood sugar for hours. And prolonged spikes lead to fatigue cravings and, over time, diabetes. Number 3, your gut is more sensitive, but your digestion is slower. Many seniors experience bloating, constipation, or discomfort after meals. Yet they are told to eat more fiber bars and healthy grains, which often make things worse. Number 4, your body absorbs fewer nutrients, especially B12, magnesium, choline, and zinc. Even if you eat well, your cells may be starving. That is why people feel tired even when they eat enough. Now, here's the kicker. Most traditional senior diets do not account for these biological facts. Low-fat, low-calorie, low-protein diets might help you lose a few pounds. But at what cost? In my experience, They rob seniors of the very things they need: most strength, energy, clarity. What I see in my practice and across the science is clear. The real key to aging well is nutrient density, metabolic control, and muscle preservation. That means eating food that stabilizes blood sugar, zero sugar, low glycemic load, stimulates muscle protein synthesis, nourishes your brain and bones, and supports digestion and immune health. And I promise you will not find that in a fiber bar or bowl of brown rice. So what can you do? That is what we are diving into next, because in the next section, I am going to explain the science behind anti-aging nutrition in a way that actually makes sense. No complex terms, no medical jargon. And then I will show you the specific longevity foods that check every box. Real food, real strategy, real aging well. And if anything I just said sounds like something you are dealing with, type "that's me" in the comments. Let's make sure you are not navigating this alone. Ready to keep going. The new science of anti-aging nutrition. What actually works after 60? You have probably heard the phrase, "you are what you eat." But after 60, it is more accurate to say, you are what your body can absorb and how well it uses it. Aging changes the rules. And to stay ahead, we need to update our playbook. Today, I want to break down 4 critical systems that impact how we age and how nutrition plays a powerful role in each one. Number 1, inflammaging the silent fire. Let's start with a word you might not have heard from your doctor: inflammaging. It refers to the low-grade chronic inflammation that builds up over time, and it is now considered one of the biggest drivers of aging-related disease. It does not hurt, you will not feel it, but it quietly damages your blood vessels, your brain cells, and your joints. What fuels it? Too much sugar, highly processed oils, low nutrient, high starch meals. And what calms it? Nutrient-dense foods, rich in omega-3s, polyphenols, fiber, and minerals. Number 2, mitochondrial decline, your energy crisis. You know that tired for no reason. Feeling that is often a mitochondrial issue. Mitochondria are your cell's energy factories, but they become less efficient with age unless you feed them right. What helps? Quality protein: eggs, fish, grass-fed meats, antioxidants like astaxanthin in wild salmon or anthocyanins in blueberries, and compounds like magnesium and coenzyme Q10, which help mitochondria burn clean. Number 3, muscle loss, the hidden threat. We talked about sarcopenia earlier, but what makes it even worse? Anabolic resistance. That means the older you get, the less responsive your muscles are to protein. So that half slice of turkey on whole wheat toast, not enough. You need to hit a threshold around 25 to 30 grams of protein per meal, and you need leucine, the amino acid that flips the muscle building switch. Most seniors are not getting close. The result: shrinking muscle, weaker bones, slower metabolism. But the good news is, the right foods can reverse this. I have seen 80-year-olds regain strength just by changing breakfast. Number 4, blood sugar control, the longevity lever. If I could choose one number to monitor in aging adults, it would not be cholesterol. It would be blood glucose, especially how it changes after meals. Why? Because glucose spikes age your body. They cause oxidative stress, inflammation, and eventually insulin resistance. And insulin resistance is at the root of nearly every chronic disease, from dementia to heart failure. What makes glucose spike? Bread, even whole grain, fruit juice, pasta, low-fat snacks full of starches. What flattens the curve? Protein first. Healthy fats, fiber-rich, non-starchy vegetables, spacing meals, moving after eating, and most powerfully cutting sugar completely. No added sugar, no natural syrups, no sneaky carbs. You will be amazed how much better you feel. Let's debunk some myths. Now let me pause here, because I know what some of you might be thinking. But I thought eggs raise cholesterol. Isn't red meat bad for the heart? I was told to eat 6 small meals a day. Let's tackle them one by one. Eggs and cholesterol. Modern studies show dietary cholesterol has little to no impact on most people's blood cholesterol. In fact, eggs raise good HDL and lower triglycerides when part of a low-sugar diet. Red meat. The danger comes from processed meats, not a piece of grass-fed beef. It is the context, what the meat is eaten, with how it is cooked and how your body handles it. 6 meals a day. That approach works for bodybuilders, not for seniors. Frequent eating keeps insulin elevated. Better to eat 2 or 3 well-structured meals. Give your system time to rest. It all comes down to this. The best anti-aging nutrition is not extreme. It is not raw vegan. It is not full carnivore. And it is not low-fat blandness. It is about this high-quality protein, low glycemic load, micronutrient density, anti-inflammatory balance, easy to prepare and enjoy. And now I know you are wondering, okay, John, what exactly should I be eating then? That is where we are going next. Because coming up, I will walk you through 7 underappreciated foods that check all the boxes, and most importantly, they work for real seniors in the real world. And if this science is making sense, let me know in the comments. Just type "Science Matters." Because the more we share, the better we age. Let's get to the food, the real tools, the flavors that heal. 7. Overlooked longevity. Foods and the stories behind them. Let me take you into the kitchen of my client, Robert, age 73. Robert was once a marathon runner, fit, sharp, active. But after retirement, things changed. He started skipping meals or grabbing cereal. He felt bloated. His memory felt fuzzy. He told me, "Doc, I'm eating clean, but I feel old." That is when I introduced him to a new way of eating, built not on trends, but on biology. And today I am sharing those same 7 powerful foods with you. Each one is based on research, clinical experience, and the real lives of seniors who turn things around. And yes, most doctors overlook them, but not here at Longevity Life. Food number 1, fermented vegetables, like kimchi, sauerkraut, and pickled beets. Robert had terrible constipation going once every 3 days. Nothing helped. Then we added just 2 tablespoons of sauerkraut at lunch daily. By the end of the first week, he was going daily. His bloating was gone. His mood lifted. Why it works. Fermented vegetables are packed with natural probiotics, organic acids, and fiber. They support gut bacteria, which impacts not only digestion, but immune strength and brain health. Bonus, they help reduce sugar cravings and stabilize blood sugar. How to use: add to lunch or dinner. Just a few forkfuls is plenty. Try this tip. Combine with olive oil and arugula for a supercharged longevity side dish. Food number 2, ground flaxseed. Flaxseed does not get enough attention, but for seniors it is a stealth powerhouse. High in lignans, plant compounds with antioxidant, hormone balancing properties, fiber, and omega-3s. Flax helps regulate cholesterol support, digestion, and even improve skin hydration. One client, Jean, age 68, started adding 2 tablespoons of ground flax to her morning smoothie. Within 2 months, her cholesterol dropped 20 points, and she said, "My joints feel oiled." Science shows it supports cardiovascular health and helps bind excess estrogen. Helpful for both men and women over 60. Tip: always use ground flax, not whole, and store in the fridge to preserve freshness. Food number 3, chicken hearts or liver pate. Organ meats often scare people, but they are nature's multivitamins. Chicken hearts are tender, mildly flavored, and rich in CoQ10 B vitamins and iron. Liver pate, when made right, is creamy and comforting. Why this matters. As we age, we absorb less vitamin B12 iron, and folate leading to fatigue. Memory loss and anemia. James, a Vietnam veteran in his 70s, told me he started eating homemade chicken liver pate twice a week with cucumber slices. Within months, his energy was back like when I was 50. Suggestion: make liver pate with onions, garlic olive oil, and a pinch of sea salt. Store in the fridge and enjoy with raw veggies or boiled egg. Food number 4. Frozen wild blueberries. These little berries are brain food, high in anthocyanins, powerful antioxidants that cross the blood-brain barrier. Wild blueberries protect against memory, decline, and oxidative stress. I had a client named Teresa, age 72, who added half a cup of frozen wild blueberries to her yogurt each morning. After 6 weeks, she told me, "My recall is sharper, and I feel lighter." Research backs this. One long-term study showed seniors who consumed blueberries regularly performed better on memory tests and had improved motor skills. Key point: choose wild blueberries. They have more antioxidants than farmed varieties. You can find them in most freezer aisles. Food number 5. Sheep milk yogurt or unsweetened kefir. Not all dairy is created equal. Sheep's milk is easier to digest for many seniors than cow's milk, and it contains more protein, calcium, and MCTs, medium-chain fats, good for the brain. Kefir, a fermented milk drink, is loaded with diverse probiotic strains and helpful enzymes. Marilyn, 75, had stomach issues for years. She replaced her morning milk with 4 ounces of sheep milk kefir, and within days, her gut calmed. This food supports immune health, digestion, bone strength, and mood. Tip: choose unsweetened versions. You can flavor it naturally with cinnamon or frozen berries. Food number 6. Pumpkin seeds, pepitas. These are a mineral goldmine, especially for seniors. Pumpkin seeds are rich in magnesium, zinc, and tryptophan, all vital for sleep, muscle function, and immunity. One handful, about 1 ounce, contains nearly 20% of daily magnesium needs, and that matters. Magnesium helps regulate blood pressure, reduce cramps, and improve mood. David, a 79-year-old retired teacher, started eating 1 tablespoon daily before bed. "Best sleep I have had in years," he said. Use them as snacks or sprinkle on salad, soups, or yogurt. Food number 7. Bone broth with miso. Now this one is a healing tradition from both East and West. Bone broth is rich in collagen, glycine, and minerals, all of which support joint health, skin, digestion, and sleep. Add miso paste, a fermented soybean condiment, and you boost it with probiotics and umami flavor. I had a patient recovering from hip surgery at age 82. His appetite was poor. We gave him a cup of warm bone broth with miso each morning. Within a week, he was eating more, sleeping better, and smiling again. How to use: heat bone broth, stir in a teaspoon of miso. Do not boil and sip like tea. Add scallions or mushrooms for variety. There you have it. 7 foods. Most doctors never mention, but every senior should know. And here is my challenge for you. Which one of these foods will you try first this week? Let me know in the comments. Just type the number of the food that caught your attention. Or better yet, tell me your longevity recipe using it. Because aging well is not about magic pills. It is about smart, sustainable choices. And when you stack up the right ones, your body responds, no matter your age. Now, let us move into how to build habits around these foods so they are not just something you try once, but something you live with. Daily habits that make longevity. Foods work even better. Let me ask you something. How many times have you heard great health advice, but never followed through? It is not because you do not care. It is because life gets in the way. Schedules, energy, medication, side effects, appetite, changes, they are real, especially after 60. That is why I want to give you not just the what to eat, but how to make it part of your day. Simple habits. No stress, just results. Habit number 1. Anchor every meal with protein. The fastest way to stabilize your blood sugar and preserve muscle. Start every meal with protein. Whether it is 2 eggs, a scoop of plain Greek yogurt, or a few ounces of leftover chicken. It signals satiety, triggers muscle protein synthesis, and flattens post-meal glucose spikes. Rule of thumb: aim for 25 to 30 grams of protein per meal. That is about 4 to 5 ounces of meat or 2 eggs, plus a protein smoothie. It may sound like a lot at first, but your body needs that minimum dose to fight muscle loss and boost metabolism. Try this, pre-plan your protein before you think about sides. Habit number 2, build a morning longevity ritual. Mornings are sacred. They set your tone. Instead of toast and jam, try this Longevity Life morning stack. A cup of warm bone broth with miso, a hard-boiled egg or sheep milk kefir, a side of blueberries and ground flaxseed. This combo hydrates you, nourishes your gut, fuels your brain, and provides a clean energy lift without spiking insulin. Add sea salt and lemon to your water. First thing for minerals and digestion support. And if you enjoy coffee, have it after food, not on an empty stomach. Habit number 3, move before or after you eat. One of the simplest blood sugar hacks. A 10-minute walk after meals. It helps shuttle glucose into muscle instead of storing it as fat and improves insulin sensitivity over time. Even walking around the kitchen or house makes a difference. Try pairing your meals with a simple phrase: eat, then walk. Protein, then move. Food, then flow. This helps the body process nutrients more efficiently and supports digestion. Habit number 4, stop snacking. Late at night. Your body needs rest, not digestion in the evening. Late night snacking, even healthy snacks, can disrupt insulin, impact sleep quality, and raise morning blood sugar. If you need something light, reach for a tablespoon of pumpkin seeds or warm herbal tea with collagen peptides. Tip: try to finish your last meal at least 3 hours before bed. Your brain and gut will thank you. Habit number 5, rotate your longevity. Foods eating the same thing every day can lead to boredom and even mild food sensitivities over time. So once a week, rotate flaxseed, chia seeds, blueberries, raspberries, kefir, sheep milk yogurt, liver pâté, sardine or mackerel, sauerkraut, pickled carrots or kimchi. Variety feeds your microbiome and your motivation. Write down your favorites. Keep a longevity list on the fridge with foods that make you feel good. Bonus, habit share a meal. Not just the food. Longevity is not just about nutrients. It is about connection. Invite a friend or neighbor to try these foods with you. Host a weekly longevity lunch. You will be surprised how much joy, conversation, and accountability this creates. Health is more than what we eat. It is how we share it. You see, these are not diets. These are rhythms. They are easy, sustainable actions that compound over time. So here is your next step. Pick one habit from this list. Just one. Try it every day this week. Write it down. Then come back and tell me in the comments what changed for you, because now you are not just learning, you are doing. And coming up next, we will wrap this all together, and I will preview a brand new episode to help you build your longevity breakfast plate. Let's close this journey together. Closing thoughts and your next step toward longevity. If you are still here with me, I want you to know something. You are the kind of person who takes their health seriously. You're not looking for shortcuts. You are looking for truth. And that is exactly what we do here at Longevity Life. Today, we talked about 7 anti-aging foods that most doctors overlook. But you know better now. You know that aging well is not about luck. It is about strategy. It is about choosing the foods that calm inflammation, nourish your brain, protect your muscle, and stabilize your energy. And more than anything, it is about being intentional one meal at a time. Let me ask you now, which food from today's list are you going to try this week? Drop it in the comments below, whether it is sauerkraut, flaxseed, liver pate, or blueberries. And if you are already using one of these, tell me how you prepare it. You might inspire someone else in our Longevity Life community. And while you are at it, if this video gave you something new, hit that like button. If you want more weekly tips like this, click subscribe. We are building a family here, and your voice matters. Real quick before I go, our next video is going to be a game changer. It is called Longevity Breakfasts that lower blood sugar and boost brain power in under 10 minutes. I will walk you through simple senior-friendly meals that keep you full till lunch, sharpen your thinking, and never spike your glucose. If that sounds like something you need, make sure you hit that little bell icon so you don't miss it when it drops. This is Dr. John Smith. Thank you for spending this time with me. You are not alone on this journey. And remember, aging well is a choice we make daily. Until next time, stay strong, stay curious, and live your longevity life.